Well, first off, we really want to thank you for giving us your time. Of course, this is a hectic quarantine season, so thank you. We're also going to be celebrating your debut single today. Wow! So that's why you're here on Mix. But first off, we want to ask, kumusta yung quarantine season mo? Yung huling tatlong, apat na buwan, kumusta yun? What has been keeping you busy?
Well, for the whole quarantine season, actually mixed emotions and mixed experiences as well because ang daming nangyayaring negativity sa buong mundo. And it's just really hard times. Pero I've spent it with my family and of course missing friends and important people as well. I miss working, like really, really, really miss working. But through the quarantine, I've learned so much things,
Mm.
both with my family and both for myself. And daming realizations and daming reflections with everything. And um, one thing that I actually learned is that I enjoy meditating because of being
Mm.
quarantined. So I learned how to feed my soul and to be at peace with everyone and everything and looking at the bright side of everything despite everything that's happening. So maraming nangyari sa quarantine,
Mm.
but of course until now I'm still praying and hoping that everything gets better.
Paano yung meditating? Yung cross leg, tapos may ganun, tapos paano
Well,
yun? Seryoso,
there are
how do I
different
don't
ways.
know.
There are different ways, ha. Because before din, pag sinabing meditating, before I really understood it, yan din ang understanding ko eh, yung naka-Indian sit and yung may ganun and with the sound pa. But actually hindi. I think it's different for each person who meditates. Kasi ako kahit mag-close lang ng eyes and you just really focus to clear your mind, I think that gets you, well, that gets me to where I want to go.
Mm.
It's a long process before I actually think na na-achieve ko na siya. Pero masarap sa feeling. You should try it.
I don't think I have the patience. Just
No,
feeling
but
mo
you have
every
to
five
be
minutes
patient and
may
yeah.
text na galing sa aking boss, si Ate Ai. Hindi, joke. Just kidding, just kidding. Pero a while ago, binanggit mo na you miss your work. And ako, like, I know for many people, we all miss our work, but in different ways. Why do you miss yung taping, yung work mo sa network? What are the things that you miss about it?
Uh, well, physically being there is number one. I mean,
Mhm.
ngayon naman na naka-quarantine, I get to work pero not as much as when everything was still normal. Ngayon, halos lahat work from home. Kahit
Mm.
tayo ngayon, work from home. Pero iba
Yes.
pa rin yung you get to be with people physically and you get to experience and you know the working ethics na magkakasama kayo and you get to bond and iba pa rin kasi yung talagang interaction na nag-uusap kayo, you know. So, that's what I miss. And yung actual kwentuhan, yung sabay-sabay kakain na magkakatrabaho. And
Oh.
yeah, I really miss doing what I'm really passionate about. In shooting in front of an actual camera and being on set and watching everyone and you know script readings. Nakakamiss lahat. So,
Are
yun,
you
sana makabalik na soon.
are you not bothered by yung long hours? Minsan mga 20 hours straight, including travel and everything like that.
Um, how do I Well, kasi tao lang din naman. I think everyone gets tired and bothered by, you know, our working hours because it's really unpredictable.
Mm.
But honestly, that's what I enjoy about it. Yung pagpupuyat and the struggle of keeping yourself awake because you have to act. I That's one of the things that I enjoy sa trabaho natin ng mga artista.
Mhm.
Well, out of all of that, I also really wanted to, because for everyone who doesn't know, and I don't think many people will know this, Bianca and I actually share the same acting coach, and
Yeah.
Oh.
it means that we
Ate
share.
Ana Fileo,
Yes,
hello.
Miss Anna Fileo, we love you. Which also means we share the same technique, and I'm sure many experiences with Miss Anna as well. So I wanted to talk about that. But of course, we are here today. Of
Yeah.
course, it's mixed. It's all about music, and we're here to talk about your music and your debut single. But before we get to that, of course, when we think about Bianca Umali, we think about that name. Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is the are your acting skills. And I have to say, one of my favorite pieces of your work is there was like a few scenes in Tadhana, and it was a heavy, super heavy scene. I'm not gonna say exactly what happened, but kasi like I don't know, it was heavy. But I have to say that was amazing. But you started working in the industry about age 9. So how was it growing up in the industry with cameras all around you? Tell us about that.
Growing up in the industry is it's a blessing, of course. Kasi maraming tao ang naghahangad na makapasok sa industriya natin na ito. But I actually really started doing commercials when I was 2 years old.
Mm.
And then I
Mm-hmm.
started TV when I was 9. I started acting when I was 9. And since then, it was more of just going with the flow because this was what I've been doing growing up. Yeah, when people ask me, was it always a dream for you to be an actress and all? I always say na, well, lumaki ako na ito yung ginagawa ko. So, hindi ko of course, I dream to be successful in our industry, pero yung masabi ko na pinangarap ko maging actor, actually, mas lumaki ako na ito na yung ginagawa ko. Lumaki ako na uma-acting, umaarte. And
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
to be where I am now and to still be doing what I love doing is, uh,
Ba?
Yes, if I wasn't acting, what else would I be doing?
Yes, exactly.
Correct ba? Okay. So, of course, I'd be in school. Aside from being homeschooled now, nakakamiss yung regular schooling and, the
Mm-hmm.
social life of having classmates and schoolmates. But if I wasn't acting, I would also focus on my arts, meaning painting and sketching, because that's also
Mm.
one of the things that I do.
Did you ever feel that
Wow.
you missed out on that? Since you grew up in the industry, tapos parang did you ever feel that I missed out on a normal life, kumbaga?
Yes, yes. There's a constant feeling and na ganun, na parang ang dami kong namimiss as a normal person. But still, not everyone gets to experience what we get to experience. So, fair pa rin naman.
My pros and cons. Now, you
Yeah, my
mentioned you
pros.
were painting and sketching. What are your subjects usually, and what do you use?
Um, I don't really share my art yet because I'm not
Mm-hmm.
that confident about it yet. I've only posted, I think 3 or 5 times on social media.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're familiar with mandala art,
Mm-hmm.
it's like tribal patterns, parang ganon. If familiar kayo, that's what I do.
Ah, okay. So, talagang nasa arts na side ka. Now, sabi mo ka din kanina, you were homeschooling, or you are being homeschooled. What are you studying now? Are you in college? Nasa anong level ka na? And ano yung parang main focus mo?
Well, I'm not yet enrolled now, but I just graduated K-12, the K-12 program. I just
Mm,
graduated. So now I'm going on to college, but now
okay.
hindi ako nakapag-enroll because of being busy and all. But I think next year I'm going to go back na ulit. Hopefully. Hopefully. And I plan on taking interior designing.
Wow. That's
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I remember my own sister wanted to do that. So that's great. But I wanted to ask, I want to go back just a little bit to the main art that you do have, and that is the art of acting. So out of the four main crafts, you know, you're acting, singing, dancing, and hosting. When did you know that it was acting that you really, really wanted to do? That passion.
Um, I think when I realized na yun yung ginagawa ko pala dati pa. Ever since na bata pa ako, ever since nung kahit commercials lang yung ginagawa ko. Because, with commercials, we also act until the time na nakapasok na ako sa TV. Na-enjoy ko yung learning process of, yan, kung ano yung mga natuturo sa atin ni Ate Ana, Edward, I'm sure you know the process of that. Yung learning
Yes.
and because acting for me it's not just a job. It's something that impacts my life and sometimes while doing a scene you learn so much about life. And then you
Mm.
get to incorporate that and you learn a lot of lessons and you improve yourself. So hindi lang siya talaga trabaho for me. Talagang it's a how do you say this? Parang isa lang siya, totoong buhay at
Mm.
yung pag-aarte.
Actually, I think Miss Anna always says that every character is just another side of ourselves. It's not a
Amen.
different thing. But
Yeah.
I actually have a message from Miss Anna that I wanted to read. And Miss Anna, to
Really?
everyone watching, is a super strict but empowering acting coach. And I don't think she wanted me to read this. Pero eto na, it's my work, so I'm gonna do it. Sabi niya, she loves the craft though. She is one of my best actors, craft junkie, extremely talented. So coming
Oh.
from the acting coach that always pushes us down and helps us